Hello everyone, this is Janet with Homestead Where You Are. Today I am going to be participating in Noodle November 2022, hosted by Tony over at Kettle Kitchen. All throughout the month of November, channels are posting videos where they are making many different pasta dishes with many different types of pasta. So I will leave a link to the playlist in the description so you can go back and watch all of those videos if you are interested. There will also be a live giveaway for several prizes on December 1st on Tony's channel, Kettle Kitchen, at 4 o'clock Pacific time. To be eligible for the prizes, you need to watch the videos, leave comments on each of the videos. The prizes will be drawn from the comments in the videos. Alright, so I am going to be making a manicotti cannelloni inspired stuffed noodle dish. Didn't really know what to call it, but I will be using, I'm going to use breakfast sausage only because I bought these 3-pound rolls for $3.99 a piece. But I only need 1 pound of it. I'm going to be using cannelloni noodles. You can use any type of noodle that you can stuff. Going to need heavy whipping cream, cottage cheese, and if you prefer, you can use ricotta. I'm going to use an Italian blend cheese, and I will also be using mozzarella. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the 1 pound of sausage. Now, traditionally, something like this would be made with an Italian sausage, but like I said, I have these 3-pound logs that I picked up for the breakfast sausage. I have several of them, and so I just figured I would use this. And keep in mind as you're watching this video that I rarely use an actual recipe for anything. So the quantities that I am going to try and give you are approximate. Alright, grounding it up, trying to get it in smaller chunks. Alright, now that it's all cooked up, I'm letting it cool just a little bit. As you can see, it's still pretty hot, just not boiling hot. Okay, I'm going to add the cottage cheese. Now, you'll see I started with just a small amount, and as I mixed it in, I realized pretty quickly I was going to use the whole tub, so I used the whole thing. Alright, so I'm going to add, I believe it's about a cup or so of the Italian blend cheese into here. And then I'm going to add some pasta sauce. You can use any kind you like. It can be homemade, or if you prefer a marinara or something like that, that's fine too. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just trying to get this to the consistency that I want for filling the noodles. It's a little bit dry, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the spaghetti sauce. Alright, I'm going to begin adding this mixture into the noodles. This is probably the most time-consuming part of this, and I'm sure there are many easier ways to do this. But since I'm just making a small pan, I really didn't want to get out any other equipment or do anything special. This really wasn't that hard to do, so. And I'm just using that handle of the wooden spoon to push it down into the noodle. Alright, and then I'm going to set these down inside the pan that has a little bit of the pasta sauce in the bottom. Alright, I'm going to set that aside because I'm going to do something with the rest of it. And now I'm going to take my little saucepan and I'm going to melt some butter. I think I used about a half a stick. Alright, this is just a little bit of Italian seasoning. And I almost forgot to pour the pasta sauce over the top of the noodles. So I'm doing that now while I'm waiting for this butter to completely melt. Now I'm going to add some heavy whipping cream, and you'll see with the whipping cream especially, I keep adding a little here and a little there because I don't want to add too much. And as I said, I do everything pretty much by looks, by consistency. So I think altogether I ended up using almost the whole carton. There was only just a little bit left in the bottom when I finished. I'm just trying to blend that until it gets to simmering a little bit, so it starts to get a little bit thicker. And start putting some of this mixture that's left in a bag, and I'll show you why here in just a little bit. Alright, I'm putting just a little bit of flour in there. It helps with the consistency. Probably should have done that with the butter before I added all the other stuff, but this worked also. It's basically a bechamel sauce, but I am also going to add the Italian blend cheese to it. I think I put in, probably another cup or so into this saucepan. Alright, now I'm going to get that all blended in well. When it's finished, it is still going to be a little almost like stringy. It may not look completely smooth as you think it should, but trust me, it's perfect even if it looks stringy. I'm just trying to get that cheese to melt down as good as possible. Alright, now I'm just going to drizzle some of that over the top. You don't want to mix this in with your pasta sauce. You want to keep them separate because it just kind of makes the dish. I don't know why, but it does. Alright, now I'm going to put a little bit more pasta sauce on top. I'm going to put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. When it's almost done, I don't know why I didn't film this part, but when it's almost done, I will put some of the mozzarella cheese over the top and put it back in the oven, just for me, just long enough for the cheese to melt, because my husband does not like the cheese when it starts to turn brown. So I will take it back out of the oven just before the cheese starts to turn color. So I'm taking the bag with the leftover mixture, I'm adding the rest of the cheese sauce and the rest of my can of pasta sauce, and then I'm going to just kind of close up the bag and use my hands to mix it a little bit, and I will use this for lasagna. Alright, this is what it looked like when I took it out of the oven. And trust me, this was so good. My husband was asking me why I didn't make a bigger pan. But it was good. Very good. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's the list of participants in the collaboration. And again, I will put a link to the full playlist in the bottom in the description. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a good day.